Olympic champion Tatiana Navka answered the question of whether Camila Valieva will be able to return to big-time sports after disqualification. In her opinion, the figure skater has not yet reached the age limit to win the Olympics. I am sure of this, that she will return to sports and prove it. She is still so young, I think. Look at Zajatova, what she is like now. Thin, slender, jumping those triples of hers, which she jumped in. Well, it is clear that not all of them, but she does not need them. And it has been nothing. I won the Olympics at 30. How old is Tuktamisheva? 27? So I am sure that Valieva will definitely be able to hold out for 2 more cycles, Navka said in the podcast Free Program on Channel 1. Nutcracker told how Camila Valieva reacted to the offer to play the negative role of the Rat Queen in the Nutcracker. She was so happy, I didn't even have to persuade her. She said how great, how interesting. She responded positively. This role suits her very well, and she is gaining strength every day. All the viewers note how she has changed and what a great actress she is. Anastasia Volokova named Russian figure skater Camila Valieva the Person of the Year. I am a fan of figure skating, and I can say that Camila Valieva is the Person of the Year and a leader of the sport for me. She is a very bright and persistent person. I am very glad that the shows she participated in helped her. This gave her the opportunity to go out on the ice and be inside creativity. I think she is a great person, Match TV quotes Volokova as saying. Figure skater Anastasia Shabatova explained the words about correct doping. In 2019, Shabatova, who was 13 at the time, answered questions on Instagram, in particular, about how to perform consistently. Take a lot of doping, and you perform consistently. That's all. You just need to take the right doping. In 2019, you talked about doping in Tutberid's group. Can we discuss this? This needs to be discussed. It was a live broadcast on Instagram. There were 4 people on the broadcast. I just read the questions that were asked to me, and people took it as statements. But in any case, there was no need to even discuss it. Then there were apologies. Yes, I made a crying video. That I apologized to everyone, I said something stupid. Did they force you? No, no one was forced, but I was asked. I wanted to do it myself, I was in a terrible state. It's incredibly embarrassing and offensive. I was upset by people's reaction to the child's words and the fact that I was so stupid at the time. But we all remember the situation at the Olympics with Camila Valieva. And your words can be looked at from the other side. Didn't you partly tell the truth? You can look at it from a different side. Is there any truth in them? I don't know, Shabatova answered. Also in 2019, Shabatova transferred to the Ukrainian national team, for which she later competed at the 2022 Olympics in Beijing and took 30th place. The figure skater now works as a coach in Russia. Evgenia Koneva noted the originality of the choreography in Ettore Tutberid's team. Since I've been watching figure skating since childhood, my favorite pair is Berezhnaya/Sakharelets. It's such a nostalgic memory. She's so petite and beautiful, and he's so tall and stately. It all looked aesthetically beautiful, easy, interesting. Of course, I watched Alexei Yagudin, Yevgeny Plashenko, when I was just starting out in sports. They became an inspiration for many children. And of course, later what happened with women's figure skating, Lipnitskaya and Sotnikova, Tuktamisheva, then Medvedeva and Zajatova, the magnificent trio of Sherbakova, Trusova, Kostornaya, and the incredibly gifted Valieva. Strong competition and great coaches. Original productions, that's what I like about Tutberid's team. It is clear that her girls do an over-the-top job technically, but they are also artistically gifted. You can't always do a program like this, and they do it aesthetically. It's impossible to tear yourself away. This appeared exactly 10 years ago, when Tutberid's team began its royal procession. Still, figure skating has lost less than other sports due to the suspension. The focus remains, said 2-time Olympic champion in rhythmic gymnastics Koneva. Svetlana Zarova believes that Camila Valieva has experienced psychological terror. It won't be easy for Kamila. She will have to do a lot differently compared to what she did when she was a young girl. She has experienced psychological terror from those who have been putting pressure on her all this time. She is a fighter. We expect her to come out with new programs, interesting and adult. Some do not believe that this is possible. I would really like to wish her good luck. If a figure skater comes out and starts winning again after such a long period of disqualification, it will be an amazing achievement. I believe that she can do it, said State Duma deputy, Olympic champion in speed skating Zarova. Yana Rudkovskaya announced a decline in interest in figure skating. Why can't the Russian Grand Prix stages sell out the arena, but Plashenko's shows do? You are a top manager, CEO of the Angels of Plashenko Academy, and you know how to sell out stadiums. Interest in figure skating has dropped significantly because there are no international competitions. I still think that the Russian championships, unfortunately, do not provide the same popularity as the European and World Championships, and especially the Olympic Games. When people support you as a representative of the country, it's a completely different feeling. I went through 2 Olympic cycles with my husband, Vancouver and Sochi, and I know what it's like to support Yevgeny Plashenko at the Olympic Games and at the Russian Championships. These are different things, completely different emotions. Therefore, until we have international competitions, interest in figure skating will remain at the level it is now. Unfortunately, I see that there are no megascale star boys and no star girls. Over the years, no one has become a megastar. Trusova, Sherbakova, Valieva are still there. Are there no other methods except international competitions? I don't think so. No national championship, no jumping tournaments can compare. It's clear that it helps, supports athletes. A huge thank you to our federation for this. They are constantly coming up with something with Channel 1. If it weren't for their joint commercial projects, many would have finished long ago. By the way, regarding men's single skating, you see that girls are no longer ranked last? Boys are now ranked last, Rudkovskaya said. The most advanced Nutcracker in history by Tatiana Navka. The Rat Queen spectacularly bursts into action on a fire-breathing throne, framed by disgusting, in this case, this is a compliment, figures of hated rodents, and the decisive battle is literally some kind of space, because the Nutcracker soars upward on a winged horse. There are many classic versions. There is the wonderful Bolshoi theater, with which I do not want to be compared. And I myself wanted to do something that has never been done before, Navka herself told our A Novosti correspondent, answering a question about the differences between her Nutcracker and others. Of course, today we keep up with IT technologies, revolutionary approaches, our children are in this. To interest them, I wanted to come up with something that would make them sit for 2 hours, not fall asleep and not look at their gadgets. Navka certainly managed to glue the audience to their seats, and not only children, but also adults. In general, it seemed that not a single person left the completely packed mega sport, either during the intermission or during the performance. And this is definitely the merit of the Navka show production team, who once again managed to create an extremely dynamic and spectacular performance. But still, the main ones in the ice show are the figure skaters. And here I would like to bow to Navka's foresight, who gave the main roles of Marie and the Nutcracker not to single skaters, albeit the most stellar, but to one of the best sports couples of the past decade, Evgenia Tarasova and Vladimir Morozov. This is an amazing hit in the images, an ideal match between the heroes and the performers of their roles. The cosmic chemistry in the skating of the Riziks, as fans have always affectionately called this couple, has not gone anywhere since their sports career. And if anyone wants to see their phenomenal twist again, here the Nutcracker will help. Well, the Rat Queen performed by Valieva is a sensation, in the sense that hardly anyone could imagine Kamila, who usually performs in Navka's shows either as Princess Leia, Sleeping Beauty, or Nastenka, the Scarlet Flower, in the image of the most evil heroine of the performance. But in the end, it turned out to be a true masterpiece, which only emphasizes Valieva's versatility, her ability to transform into any role, and ultimately confirms the words of the coach who raised this figure skater, Etteri Tutberidze, that such talent is born once in 100 years.